everybody, Curtis, exhibits buyer for Ripley's Believe It or Not here again, and today I would like to show you the most expensive item in our collection and arguably one of the most iconic movie props of all time. This here is Han Solo's blaster from Return of the Jedi. Now this came from the collection of James Shop, who is the art director. Not only did it come with this beautiful blaster here, but it came with a lot of really neat supporting paperwork as well. I'm going to come back and show you some close-ups of this, but you know, it came with a really nice letter of authenticity from James, talking about how it was used, what scenes it was used in, everything like that, of course signed by him at the very end. In addition to a lot of the certificate of authenticities, we do have a lot of his pre-production notes as well, production notes during filming, cast logs, and all sorts of really neat items that go with this, including telegrams. This is a telegram that he sent over that shows when he shipped it from the UK to LA, some different, logs for the set, for different props and whatnot. Basically full provenance on how he was able to get the gun, the blaster, after the filming of the movie and keep it in his collection this entire time. Now, this is neat and everything, and of course very important, so we do our history on the provenance, but this is what you want to see. This is Han Solo's blaster from Return of the Jedi. Look at this. Now, a few facts about this, because this, like a lot of the Star Wars props, the lightsaber, the Millennium Falcon, the Death Star in the beginning, were all what a lot of people in the field refer to as kitbashed. Basically, it was a lot of parts from different model kits and things like that that are kind of thrown together in a random way to make these props. This particular thing is the vent here is off of a machine gun, the front of a machine gun. There's a vent cover that was off of a model kit. The scope was off of a different gun. There's all sorts of just different pieces from different things that are put together to make this blaster. Now, this is pretty cool, but I would like to dive in a little bit deeper to what this is actually made of, besides, some kitbashed pieces. So the original blaster here is actually built around a World War II C96 German Mauser. It's a real gun, and the gun in A New Hope actually fired some blanks. Now, this particular one is not from A New Hope. This is from Return of the Jedi, and there are a few differences that I'd like to talk about. Like I said, the original one was built around a real German Mauser. This particular one is not built around a real German Mauser because by the time the third movie came out, it was extremely popular. People wanted to make these type of replica guns, and they were buying up German Mausers all over the place. Well, the antique gun market didn't really like that, actually, because they think that you're destroying guns to make movie props. So it became extremely hard to find these Mausers and all sorts of different things. So what they actually were able to source, I'm going to set this down for a quick second, is one of these. This is an actual model cap gun from Japan from the time period, and this is what they ended up making all of the blasters in the later movies out of once it became really difficult to find the actual true German Mauser. Now, this is quite heavy. This is made out of metal. It's got the same weight of a regular gun. It did fire caps, basically cap guns, but to be completely honest, besides a couple of small markings, and obviously the fact that it's gold, it's almost indistinguishable. It is an amazing, amazing replica. I'd like to show you guys a couple of the things up close on this, just to kind of show you how this was eventually turned into this blaster up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this down, bring the blaster up, and take a couple kind of close-up shots for you to show the similarities between this. I think first and foremost, you're gonna see the handle there. The handle is made out of a wood grain material or something like that, and it was painted over on the blaster, but over, the years and whatnot, some of the paint has begun to fade away, and you can actually see the remnants of that underneath. In addition to that, you can just see the overall shape of the blaster of the gun is extremely similar. And a few other small details like that. But you can see that using this, this base of this cap gun, they were able to get 95% there, and with a few kind of tweaks, modifications, adding the piece here, adding a couple of pieces here, the scope and whatnot, they were able to make arguably one of the most iconic movie pieces of all time, maybe outdone by the lightsaber, which we also have in our collection, and I hope you guys enjoy the video for that as well, because we are doing one. This is just, like I said, one of the many items, Star Wars items we have in our collection. A really neat piece, the most expensive piece in the Ripley's collection to date, purchased in 2017. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a closer look at this, and always remember, I'm gonna leave you with this. Han absolutely shot first.